Good afternoon, I'm Greg Negahosian from the Purdue Forensics team, and today we're talking to you about painting with light. Starting off with the equipment that we're using, we have a Nikon D80 camera, and when you set your camera up, you want to make sure that it's in the correct position, so away from whatever it is that you're photographing, so that it fits in your viewfinder, making sure that it all fits in there. Turn your focus to manual, turn your flash to manual as well. You don't want your flash going off in the middle of the darkness. That will add too much light to your camera. Then you want to switch your shutter to manual as well, and make sure that you set your camera for however long you need to photograph the room. In this case, it's a small wall that we're photographing. 10 seconds should be plenty. Once that is done, it's ready for you to put your SD card in. To put your SD card in, open up the side hatch on the camera, grab your SD card, and slide it in. The camera will then recognize that there's an SD card and how much space there is on it. Once your SD card is in there, you are free to press halfway, so that you press the capture button halfway so that it focuses in on it. Since your manual focus was what you already did, it will not make any noises, it will just take it. Next, if you press it all the way down, it will start recording. The initial click means it opens up the shutter, and it will stay open for those 10 seconds. During this time, you're going to use your flashlight to shine and paint with light the entire wall that you want to capture. Once you hear the second click, it means the shutter is closed. At that point, it is no longer recording. It will take another 5 to 10 seconds for the job to process because it recorded all of that image at once. Your TA will have prepared all of the settings on the camera for you. None of these settings need to change, and neither do any of these. All you have to do is slide the SD card opening back and open it to the side. Grab your SD card and put it in the fitting until it clicks. Clicking and the green light signifies that it's in. Then you can close it and push it forward until it locks. Now your SD card is ready for action. Once your picture is completed, remove your SD card. Make sure you do not do that until your picture shows up on the viewfinder. Otherwise, it will not have saved on your SD card and you lost your picture. So now let's show you how to do this in the dark. Prepare your flashlight. Put your SD card into the camera. Close that. Your camera knows your SD card's in there. Once you're ready, turn off the lights. Now you'll hear the clicking when the camera starts recording, and then at the end of it, it will stop with a second click. You want to paint with light for the entire duration of the click. That was the second click, so it stopped recording. You can turn off your flashlight. You can turn the lights back on. Job number appears on the screen, meaning it is processing that job. Once it's done, your picture shows up in the viewfinder again. Once you're done, slide the SD card opening back and open it to the side. Pull out your SD card and close it for the next student. Now remember, if you put this SD card back into your camera, you might not be able to see the image. That's because it saves it under a new folder. Your TAs will have an attachment to open it up on the computer up in the front of the room, so you can check if your picture actually saved on the SD card. And you're good to go for class.